It's the fighter and the kid. Had to run it back, cause we back at it again. Yeah, we gon' keep it moving like it's never gonna end. When it was Brendan, when it was Bryan, when it was just talking to friends. We got the kid Callen on the left, with the fighter on the right. Ay, had to do it right, cause we coming at you live. Back with the team, had to keep it OG. Must see TV. Had to do it. Yes, we did, cause we back at it again. It's the fighter and the kid. Back at it again, it's the fighter and the kid. Back at it again, it's the fighter and the kid. It's the fighter and the kid.
This is really the fighter and the kid. We're out.
Come on, baby. I want to start the show by saying that I heard a piece of gossip, and it is as big as, remember when I broke the news that Bruce Jenner was going to be Caitlyn Jenner on Rogan? And this is, I think this is bigger, or I think it's actually bigger.
Oh, for sure.
But there's nothing I can say. Woo!
It's not on us.
It's not on us.
To out somebody. And we don't know them.
Take it easy, dude.
I'm not saying
you've already said too much.
I'm not saying who it is.
You've already said too much.
I mean, it's not in. Shh. I'm not even in that club.
Yeah, I know, but be quiet. Anyway, I'd just like to start things by saying there's information that I have
for anybody
that nobody out there is going to know. But you will eventually.
I don't know.
I don't think so. I believe.
I don't think so.
In life,
I don't think it'll ever come out.
You couldn't be more wrong. I believe in life.
Maybe
there is no way.
Maybe when they're like 80.
Maybe, but here's the thing. When you as a human being are holding on to a secret, when you as a human being are not living your authentic self, that shit will it will find its way.
Dude, I don't know.
It's tough. Can you imagine having to live that way? It's tough.
Good actor.
Hey.
I'm not saying he's an actor.
Jim, scratch that part.
No,
he can't help himself.
No, you'd have to be an actor, though. Okay. Like, even if you're not in the actual professional, you'd still, but just you're acting in life. Your entire life is an act.
That's what I mean.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
your entire life.
Legit actor.
Your entire life is an act.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like,
and but I've always picked up on that. With that, I always picked up on it.
The very first time you met me, you did?
The first time I met Mark Harley.
Yeah, it's dicey.
Dicey. What's going on?
Not much, brother. I shot 3 episodes of Ridiculousness, 10 total, most recurring guest of all time.
Yeah, Rob Dyrdek is one of the not only smartest people and the coolest people I've met, but he's also fucking like, is there anybody more dialed in?
Oh my God.
Who plans his life to the nth degree? Well, on the Fight Companion, when he goes, I've had exactly 3 bad days in 2020. I was like, what the fuck?
Chris goes, I've had all bad days.
I've had all the bad days.
I'm with some of these people that, does anyone actually watch this show anymore? People still watch cable television. So just so you morons know, that show is, the views on that, there's a reason why I won't release how much he gets paid. There's a reason why he is the entire network.
He's the entire network. What happened with MTV? They were so big. I did one of the last shows called Death Valley, which was one of the greatest shows ever fucking done and made, where we were all hunting fucking bad guys. We were hunting bad guys. We were in the Valley of Los Angeles, right there. I was the chief, and we hunted vampires, werewolves, and zombies. Did
anybody go on to do anything after that, or nobody looks familiar there?
Katie Lotz was on Arrow forever. That beautiful blonde, who's one of my favorite people on the planet. I love her so much. That was her kind of breakout thing. She never stopped working after that. Texas Battle is one of the greatest guys. He's a soap guy. Tanya Raymond was on a show for a while, and she's like one of those intellectuals, and she looks like that. She's gorgeous. Charlie is a groundling, so he's always popping up on stuff. And Bryce Johnson, I haven't seen him much, but he just did something, I think. So they're all working, but they,
I mean, that's success in itself. To stay current and working.
Exactly.
But MTV,
But that show was so good, and what they did was they kept breaking it up with commercials. So they wouldn't even let it. You'd see 1 minute of it, and they break it up with 4 minutes of commercials. It killed the show.
Yeah, I mean, well, imagine how much of a success it'd be today if it's on like Netflix or Paramount or HBO. But it's, as far as like network TV, even MTV, like they make their nut off 16 and Pregnant, Teen Mom, And then the big one is Ridiculousness.
Yeah.
That's what they do. And then Wild and Out was really big for them, but they kind of, and also for the younger generation, remember when I was growing up, MTV was huge for music. They don't do music at all anymore.
Not at all.
At all. Nothing. They don't touch music. TRL was massive. The top 10 was Eminem, Britney Spears, Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, that's Tanya Ramone, by the way.
Beautiful.
And brilliant.
Christ.
And brilliant. God, she's gorgeous.
That's cool.
And brilliant.
Okay, well, she's an alien.
She'd be reading like Thomas Mann. She'd be reading, she speaks like 3 different languages. She'd be reading it in that language. She's like, she looks like that, but she comes from like a super intellectual like family.
She seems cool.
Yeah, she's actually awesome.
But also, MTV was saying like now with the younger audience, like the people that watch Game of Thrones and like Narcos and stuff aren't teeny boppers. Like the attention span. It's all TikTok. Like they have to figure out like how to grab the attention of kids, and it's such a short time to do it. So they're trying to figure that algorithm
Movies
out.
are dealing with this. Movies are dealing with the fact that all of our brains have been rewired.
Because cell phones.
Well, with TikTok. Right?
That's what I'm saying. Cell phones.
Yeah.
Yeah. TikTok, even YouTube, like you can have, you can have a full long, like say Fight Campaign, for instance, you have a full long 3-hour episode, bro. I mean, people our age are watching 3 hours, but then most of them are just watching the clips. The clips will get more views than the full episode.
Yeah.
It's just the way it goes. Look at specials.
Look at SNL.
Meet with anybody you want to. Everyone will tell you. Looking at the actual analytics, everyone, doesn't matter who you are, stop watching the majority after 28 minutes.
That's right. That's right. After 28 minutes.
Back in the day, it was full. No, I don't know anybody that stopped watching after an hour. I mean, unless it's like your favorite comic, but in general, the public stops watching after 28 minutes. It's just the attention span. It's kind of a bummer.
Beyonce was complaining about that. She was like, nobody wants to hear a body of work anymore. They want to hear one song.
Oh, no, yeah. But the reason why like Drake and certain guy like Kanye, where they release so many songs, because in order, it's something in the algorithm of Spotify and the Billboard, there has to be a certain amount of songs to reach that level. So if you only release, whatever, 4 tracks, you're not going to be featured on that stuff. So they do it. They know it's not the greatest body of work, but they know 3 songs in there will be fucking bangers. And that's why they do it.
So wait.
So they'll release like 1 feature, 2 feature, 3 features, whole album.
Okay.
But the whole album, like 20 songs, I don't want to listen to 20. Even I don't want to listen to 20 songs from my favorite artist. There's no way it's 20 hits.
Right.
But they're doing it because it gets them in that. They're allowed access to that, to get the tracking that they have to meet the requirements to get the platinum or whatever that bullshit
Everything
is.
has changed so much. In 5 years, think about how much this shit has changed.
That's nuts, right?
Now the question is, what is the business and what are we going to be doing in 10 years? What's it look like?
I don't know how much longevity there's in with this, because there's also comics out there who they'll do one clip that goes viral and people fuck with and gets, let's say, 10 million views and it's a minute 20 and they're selling out theaters. But if it's just a minute 20, I don't give a fuck what act you are. In the theater, it has to be an hour. Have to an hour.
Oh, it gets
so
quiet.
So that 120.
It gets quiet right quick after that minute 20.
So
there are people that have had sold 10 years worth of tickets off of one viral video.
But if it's 10 years, that means they're doing a good show. Because if you just do let's say you have a clip that goes super viral and it's a minute 30, and you're riding that wave for a year, well, yeah, you're a flash in the pan. If you're doing it for 7 years, 10 years, you're doing something right. So that means people are coming back.
100%. 100%.
That girl Angela Johnson, she did that with that one clip.
That's right.
The nail salon.
Yeah.
She does a
Crypto
Vietnamese
gel.
Crypto gel.
She never stopped doing
But she's
that.
a
she's
beast.
killing it. Yeah, she's killing it.
she's a beast.
She's still a funny
her full
comic.
act is she's a monster.
She's awesome, yeah. But that's how she started.
She was ready to go though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it took her a while.
I've never
but-
seen her in person. She's so pretty though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never.
Beast.
Yeah.
Crypto gel.
Yeah, she's somebody who remember, she was on Mad TV. So she was already talented. She was already experienced. She was already working her ass off. I hear good things about her.
And I think she's Latin, right?
Yeah.
But a lot of people thought she was Asian because of the crypto gel, and like obviously that's an Asian thing.
Yeah, she's
She was a former NFL cheerleader, cast member of Mad TV season 13.
Damn. Good for her.
Yeah, crushing it. Hey, B, let's take a little break.
Yeah.
And if you need a break, I will be in Appleton, Wisconsin, September 10th through the 12th. Come get some. Appleton, Wisconsin. I'm sorry, that's September 8th through the 10th. Appleton, Wisconsin. Then I'm in Ontario Improv, September 15th through 17th. I close September with the Trash Panda Tour. September 29th through October 1st is Laugh Boston. Get you some. Tickets at Thicccboy.com. B, give me your dates,
Come
dude.
see some Raleigh, North Carolina's Good Nights. I'll be there September 8th and 9th and 10th at Good Nights in Raleigh, North Carolina. San Jose, California Improv, September 15, 16, 17. Spokane, Washington, Spokane Comedy Club, September 22, 24. I'm a busy boy in September.
You are busy, man.
Check out Best Of, don't forget. But listen, man, when I'm doing a show like Best Of, when I'm out on the road, I need nutrition. I need energy.
Dude, you still taking that multivitamin?
I'm taking that multivitamin.
Bro, what if I told you could drink a multivitamin? Dude, how about AG1 by Athletic Greens? Listen, it is a superfood product. It brings comprehensive and convenient daily nutrition to everybody, not just you, Bryan. Keeping up with research, knowing what to do, taking a bunch of pills and capsules. It's hard on the stomach. Sometimes you have to eat. You feel sick. Dude, not with AG1. One tasty scoop of AG1 contains 75 vitamins, minerals, whole food sourced ingredients, including a multivitamin, Bryan. Okay, dude? We got you, bro.
Multi-mineral, a probiotic, green superfood blend. How about that?
It's my favorite. 8 ounces of water. I down it. I feel fantastic. Join the movement. Athletes, life flights, moms, dads, rookies, aunts, gay
Contains
uncles.
less than a gram of added sugar. No GMOs, no nasty chemicals,
No,
or
not-
artificial
never.
anything, and it tastes good.
Oh, it's fantastic.
And they'll give you, by the way, 1 free year of vitamin D, a supply of vitamin D, and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase if you visit athleticgreens.com/fighter today.
Again, all you got to do is go to athleticgreens.com/fighter, take control of your health, and give AG1 a try. Let's get back to the program.
Yeah, man. Cool. What else?
Yeah,
What
she's
else
Latin.
is what you been doing? So you did ridiculousness.
3 episodes, yep. He has that such down to science, man. It's nuts. No crowd. They just, remember during the pandemic, they still shot through the pandemic, but couldn't have a live audience. So I figured, oh, things are normal now. We have live audience. No, he's like, we like it better without. It's faster. You can knock out more shows without live audience. There's no more live audience. It's just the staff in there.
Wow.
Just Rob, the staff, Stilo Brim and Chanel West Coast, and they knock out fucking 8 episodes a day. Like he has it down to a fucking pure science, dude.
My daughter started high school, and I won't say the high school, but
Freshman?
freshman, and her first day, she's super excited, And well, there was a fight among 2 freshman boys, and one got stabbed.
What the?
Yeah, the kid pulled out a knife and cut the other kid up. Now, the encouraging thing is that the police were there in exactly 30 seconds. They don't fuck around in schools anymore.
No.
And then I said, well, can we get some metal detectors? Here's the problem with a big public school. It would take you can't have that because it would take
forever to get.
It would take forever.
Yeah, and kids are like, oh, I'm sorry, I had my dick piercing in. Let me take it out. Like it's gonna take forever to get into the class.
I don't know how many kids have dick piercings,
Me
but
neither,
I like
but you know what I'm saying? Like you're hiding some metal.
some metal's in there.
Yeah. Somebody's like, oh, my pager. I don't
It's
know.
going to be 1,000 things.
Oh, my Nintendo glove.
Yep. All that stuff. So I was like, oh, there are no metal detectors.
Not realistic.
Interesting. Not realistic. So I guess we got to just roll the old dice. Now I got a kid in high school, and that's what I think about.
Nuts. Freshman.
I go, my daughter,
That was a freshman.
I go, what happened? He goes, got stabbed. I said, what do you mean? He goes, got cut up in the face, got stabbed in the body. I went, well, that's a huge issue.
But to her, like they're used to like mass shootings. She's like, man, whatever.
Well, that's what I mean. Because at first I said it was a fight, and there was a fight, and the cops were there immediately, and then security, and there was all these fire departments, and I was like, for a fist fight? What the fuck has happened to our country? What's going on with these pussies? My daughter goes, he got stabbed, Dad. I go, 18-year-olds? He goes, no, they were freshmen. Kid got stabbed.
Dude, imagine. I can't. First day. Hey, well, you're not going back to school. Like first day of school.
First day of school?
Who's like, I'm gonna bring this knife just in case that Larry kid pops off.
I mean,
What?
that's not a good way to start.
And also,
your fucking
back when
career.
I was in high school in whatever 1999.
you didn't shank each other.
But if someone did shank someone, that's the story for the year.
That's right.
For my entire high school,
That's
4 years.
national news, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, that's a big deal. Now, I haven't heard anything about it. I didn't even make the news.
It sure didn't.
No.
Sure didn't.
That's nuts.
Yeah, there's some weird shit that goes on. This is a weird story, but
What your first day of high school?
My daughter's had some weird shit. Like in her middle school, a father was having a custody dispute with his wife and he went to the fucking front of the school and shot himself. Just like, oh yeah, here you go, boom. Like some people are just like, it's like that thing where I can't kill you, so I'm gonna kill myself.
Yeah, no doubt. Hey, did your daughter go to the school in the movie Dangerous Minds?
She goes to the school.
Is
in
Michelle
Dangerous Minds.
Pfeiffer her fucking?
Michelle Pfeiffer came out and got rid of the body, and she's in that school.
That is nuts, dude. The dad was just like, "Oh yeah, you want to play this game?"
Yeah.
And it was during school hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did I tell you my son?
In your face.
My son now, who's 11. We're in.
What grade is he in?
He's in 5th. I told you the story where I'm in Bora Bora, and he goes, you know, Dad. So you know how like when you do something nice to somebody, you get a warm fuzzy feeling, and they say that your body temperature changes. I've never heard that. I'm like, yeah,
sure,
okay, sure. He goes, so I did this experiment. It was really cool. The water was kind of cold, and then I ordered a Coke. And I tipped the waiter $40.
Okay.
And I got back in the water, and the water was warmer.
Okay.
Wow. And I go, and by the way, he's so fucking sneaky that I know he knew he probably fucked up. I go, you gave him $40. And my son goes, yeah, but it was a really cool experiment. I go, I know, but you tipped him $40, and it's not on you to sign for shit, first of all.
Yeah, because you're
I don't know where you learned how you could sign for shit and don't tip $40.
But also
and he
smart.
said, he goes, I know, Dad, but he's a waiter.
Smart.
Smart.
You can't be mad at him.
Smart. I was like, you little fuck.
It's an experiment. I know I shouldn't give him 40, but it's an experiment, Pops.
Yeah, just an experiment.
40, that guy was crunk just off one Coke.
The guy was probably like, he should have been like,
But
you're
also,
11, kid. This is not real.
I know, but he's like,
$40.
Probably, in his head, he's like some rich kid, Bora Bora. Yeah, hell yeah, $40.
He's
thanks, dude.
Tahitian.
But also, hey,
I got
Finn,
one for you.
just piss in the water. You want to warm up, dude?
Just
take one from your Uncle B here.
Just
piss in the water,
piss
buddy.
in the
you
water.
want a warm sensation all around you? Piss hard
Piss
in that water.
in the water.
Also, that water's not cold though, right?
No.
Yeah.
Here's what I did. So it's French Polynesia. Tahiti is French Polynesia. The French came in like 1862, colonized the fuck out of them, enslaved them, and did their thing.
That's what they did back in the day.
What they did back in the day.
What do you want
Now, the Tahitians were way bigger than the average Frenchman,
yeah, they're thick.
but they're bigger than you.
Yeah.
They're Samoan, basically.
It's a numbers
Same thing.
game, though.
Numbers game. Well, no, it's a technology game. The French were like, that's cool. We have gunpowder and muskets, and we're going to shoot you from a distance. That's all.
Advancement in technology.
All that stuff. Yeah. So, but good old Bryan, now they speak French. Everybody speaks French because it's French Polynesia.
Now, B speaks some French.
So B is popping off with French. Thing is, the Tahitians don't like speaking French.
Oh.
Yeah. That's why
But
they
you
speak
didn't know that.
Tahitian. Didn't. I'm showing off, and they're answering me in English.
Because they hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably dread it. Yeah, the language that enslaved
the colonizers.
them. Yeah, that enslaved them.
Yeah, I'm speaking the language of the colonizers in my best French accent, and I can't figure out why they're not responding. And I told you I had the best massage of my life there, though, right?
No.
Oh, I get in there and I look at a Tahitian woman. Now, I'm not a very sturdy guy. I'm a thin. I'm a rangy kid, 170.
Then.
And there's my nephew, Stud. That's the kid who's kicking the 68-yard field goal.
Jesus Christ, Jack.
Yeah, he's fucking jacked. And that's my son with my bone structure. It's great.
Oh, that's your son on the left?
Yeah, that's my son on the left.
Jesus Christ. That looks like you. That's Fire in the Kid.
That's Fire in the Kid.
That's Fire in the Kid. How did you not think to put Fire in the Kid?
Fire
in the Kid circa 2022.
I should have.
Yeah.
That's Fighter in the Kid. That's the new Fighter in the Kid.
Fire in the Kid when we were in high school.
By the way, that's exactly right.
Yes.
That's classic.
Someone put hashtag. Yeah.
What'd they say?
Epstein Island.
That's so fucking Dallas Tristan. But it was so funny because I fucking I get there and I go to the massage place and I need a good massage. I've been playing volleyball, tennis,
I like a
lifting
good
weights.
massage.
Yeah, bro.
In LA, it's stressful because you don't know if you get yanked off or it's horrible.
Not at the Four Seasons in Bora Bora. This is a classy joint. And a Tahitian woman walks in. Now, again, they're a sturdy people. she's shorter than I am, but every bit way stronger.
Yeah.
Way stronger. You put her on a leg machine
Thick ankles, thick
or a
calves.
bench machine, you're putting all your money on her.
You know, when we go to massage parlors, we want the opposite of Deshaun Watson.
Thank you.
We want an actual massage.
Thank you.
Yes.
She's got feet, hands, forearms. She's just a big bone.
Harry?
Nope. Her name was Tahani. Very pretty, but just I'm way too light in the ass for a Tahitian woman. Way too light in the ass. And I made the mistake of saying I would like it to be
Deep tissue.
deep. And
have
all
to.
she did was smile and motion to the table. I was in the same fucking room as my girl.
I hate that.
Yeah.
Couples massage?
Yeah.
Anything
Well, my girl
gayer?
hated it because I was
Anything gayer?
I was doing this. I was going. Well, they said it's a view of the ocean. You're not looking at the ocean, but I felt
No, you're
for
face
it.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ass
So-
up, face down.
Correct. So she started working on me, and I was going. And my girl was like, "Hey, you have to stop this. You have to. You're ruining
was
everything.
painful.
Shut the fuck up."
She was getting in there
Getting in there, like she got into my calves.
with the elbow.
Oh.
A big Moana elbow.
And then she was just her thumbs alone. I came out of there. I was flat as a fucking pancake, flat as a pancake.
Did it help though?
No, I was sore for 3
Did you
days.
get a runny
afterwards.
nose? Sometimes when it started
because your
runny
face
nose-
is down.
Yeah.
and your nose
It's all the
clogs up.
toxins. All the toxins
Yeah.
are leaving your body.
They
It's
push
like,
everything towards
oof.
you. Yeah, I wasn't the same. 3 days. She goes, "You're gonna be sore tomorrow." Yeah,
3 days.
yeah. She got a little too deep.
Yeah, in LA, especially in the Valley, it's dicey. You can't pull up this place that just says Asian massage.
No.
I tried to get one the other day, and I went in, and it was like there's bars on. I'm like, oh, this isn't. I just walked down,
Yeah.
like this isn't what I'm.
I've gone to one of those. My friend sent me to one, and I wanted a massage. I didn't want to yank, and I walked in there, and I went, well, I saw all these Asian women, and I was like, everybody here is in some one way or another an indentured servant or a slave. Nobody wants to
Sex
be doing this.
trafficking.
Nobody wants this. Nobody wants to be massaging some fucking white dude you don't know in his 40s. That's disgusting.
Massaging just a
I got the
skeleton.
fuck out of there.
Well, I didn't know this place looked official, and then I got in, and they said, oh, $40 cash. I'm like, cat. I'm like, oh, well, I'm here. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
But you know it's bullshit when they just start making shit up, like they're like walking on your back, or they're just like trying to, like, fuck you, this fucking idiot wants a real massage,
Yeah, 200
and they got to figure it out.
Do you have any tip money?
They're like, can we just jack you off and get out of here? I'm like, no. Let's go ahead and get those hammies, get the feet.
Yeah.
And they're just, it's like a shitty massage.
The worst.
The worst.
Now, let me ask you this question. Do you think if you had a massage parlor with stud dudes, great
As the
looking guys,
masseuse?
as the masseuses, and women from all over knew that they could go there
Safe place.
anonymously and have sex
Oh.
with the best looking guy in the
not
world.
what I was thinking.
Would that place make money?
Absolutely, sir.
You think so?
I think so. Now, you're going to have about a 6-month run before you get shut down by the feds. but
Let's
yeah, I
just
like where
say
your head's at.
it was underground. Let's say it was on some island. It was
I just pitched Kat the other day. She has the money now, and I'm hoping she's in on it. I'll put up half the money. The coffee and strippers, the Asian coffee places she talks about.
yeah.
Remember that idea?
Yes.
In Newport,
That goes on.
get that dark roast,
Yeah. That
dark
goes
roast
on
in
now.
a sock.
I think there's so many issues with that, regulations and vices on your
Oh,
ass.
yeah, it's human sex trafficking, Brian.
Yeah.
There's so many red flags. Listen, but it's like that. Like that's green tea, or is it piss? That's green tea.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm looking. Not that. That's too over
What would
the
you
top.
call your coffee place? Tits and
Oh no.
and a jolt?
No, no, it's too on the nose.
Yeah.
You know.
Latte
It'd be
ladies.
more like that. It'd be
Lady
it'd
latte.
be classy. It'd be classy.
Latte and ladies.
And now these girls, you got to have your head on a swivel because they are serving up hot beverages. So you can't just be willy nilly about it. We can't be spilling a triple shot espresso on the customers.
They're very cute.
Yeah, see, right? That's too much. We don't want lingerie. We
So
don't want to.
no pasties like the one in the middle there?
No, we don't want to give our hand away here. You're thinking you're coming in for a nice dark roast. Maybe we got some French press. It could take a little time. Now, while that French press is just the aroma and the one on the right, she's my number one pick. So as
she
the
should.
beans are flourishing, you're chatting. You're chatting.
Maybe
and you're waiting.
you have an expert barista and a roaster who's doing all that stuff, yeah?
Oh yeah, 3 of them. I mean, we're packed to the gills. No food, just coffee.
I can see the ads for that. It'd be pretty cool. You just have girls just drinking coffee in bikinis. That's it.
The baddest
Cut.
but the baddest.
Look at that. That's a good. Let me see that. Bring that back. That no to the right.
And we have fair wages, all right, and you can keep all tips.
I mean, I'm very happy with all of those gals.
Yep. Second one in from the right is going to be serving up just iced coffee.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, because it gets too hot otherwise.
But we don't do
She
that
heats
bullshit.
it up.
There's no croissants. There's no cake pops. No. Strictly Java, baby.
Just Java.
We don't do any fucking pumpkin spice lattes, dude.
Wow.
We're just Java and tits.
And they're just in bikinis.
Yep. And you can't put any almond milk in it. There's
Lingerie and bikinis?
No sweeteners. Now, if you want the lingerie, now you're talking about that dark roast boom boom room. Okay.
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 So that might be.
If you want that, okay.
You walk in and that's what's going on.
No. That's behind the curtain.
Okay, so you are right.
Now you're talking about being a VIP client. Okay.
You're talking about if you got the money, things can turn brothel right quick. Yeah.
You said it. I didn't. It's my business.
I'm just saying.
Now you're a frequent flyer. Are you frequent Java flyer? Because in order to get into that boom boom Java room, you need 10 stamps. We just don't. You got to earn it.
Got it.
We don't know if you're a hothead. You can't come back, dude.
Right.
And we have strict security.
Vietnamese.
You want to see
coffee.
security? You're looking at him. It's Mark. Okay.
Would you serve
It's
a
Mark and
Vietnamese
Chin.
coffee, sweetened condensed milk?
No. See, again, condensed milk. That's bullshit, dude.
Okay.
We're talking about sugar here.
Okay.
Dude, we only offer. We're like those steakhouses. We're gonna throw you out. You ask for steak sauce.
I don't think there'd be any regulation. You're allowed to wear a bikini. It's just a dress code. It's fine. Right?
But bikini, too much. Dude, if you want to see the bikini, you got to get in the Java boom boom room. Okay.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. Other than that, they're fully clothed. They're pretty as fuck.
Really?
Yeah.
So you got an incentive to get into the Java room.
Oh, yeah.
So I drink my coffee.
It's a monthly fee.
I don't know if I have time in the morning to go into the boom boom room and drink my coffee.
I don't know what to tell you, man. It's not for you then.
Unless it was late night and you were serving booze in the coffee. But now you got a whole situation.
Oh, then we got to get the alcohol license.
That's a whole situation. What's going on with Tiger Thick?
Ooh, just hustling, buddy.
Yeah.
Hustling.
Because it's a good whiskey.
The best. Yep,
Right.
best.
Where can people get it?
You can get Thicccboy.com.
Okay.
You can get on there. We have our bourbon outfitters, the one who supply it online. And then in Texas, it's in all the main stores. There's Specs.
Nice.
We're big in Texas. Just got into Boston.
Great. Awesome.
A lot of my shows have it. There you
Very
go, baby.
good. Very good.
5-star review, dog.
It's very good.
Yeah, it's great.
I love it. I have it at home. I served it the other day. Everybody loved it.
Look at that, dog. Oh, I tell you, had to. I make that announcement now because it's official. I had to cancel my theater show in Chicago.
I heard not from you, but I heard, and correct me if I'm wrong, that theater required proof of vaccination.
Even a
booster.
From what I was told, a positive test was enough. You have to have a vaccination card and an updated booster. And it's not the Den Theater's fault. It's my team's fault for not reviewing the contract and just to saying, okay, we'll do it there because we needed a place and fast because the Tough Mudder's there on Saturday on the 27th, and then I want to do stand-up on the 26th because, the Rain team's there, Tough Mudder team's there, some Onnit people, all my people are there, so I want to do a show Friday night. So they found this with the quickness. No one reviewed the contract. We didn't know. To this week, we're getting all these emails, and Jay was in Monterey at the car show, and usually Jay's on it. And we just didn't see it. And I'm like, what the heck is going on with this place? And then Jay's like, dude, go to the website. Look at the COVID protocols. Now, to be fair, once I hit up Den Theater, like, let's see if we can get out of it for your show. Most people don't care now. I'm like, I care. My audience cares. I'm not anti-vax. Do whatever you feel comfortable with. But what I can't be part of is if it's forced upon people. Then I'm out, especially in August of 2022 when we know the science now. Before, I get it. Everyone's scared. You're doing your thing. I guess that's the right thing to do. People feel safe. August, summer 2022, what are we doing here? I've never even heard of it. No one assumed it either. Now, to be fair to the Den Theater, they're like, listen, we don't necessarily agree with it either. It's part of this theater. Overall, the theaters come together.
Yeah.
We don't have the power.
They have a coalition.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. So they're like, let's see if we can ask them if we can get out.
Damn.
Like, it's too short of notice. So I went, love you guys. I'll definitely be back.
Yeah.
But this, I can't be part of
it's
it.
just it's hard.
So now I'm doing a 30-minute spot on the 7:30 show at Laugh Factory, Chicago.
Good.
7:30, and I'm also on the 9:30 show. So I close the shows out 7:30, 9:30.
Good.
We'll have the ticket links up, but just go to Laugh Factory, Chicago.
That's awesome.
The whole team would be there. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's just a.
I'm going to Canada.
I didn't think about doing
Yeah.
it. Would you like COVID laws right now?
Well, but
strict.
I'm going to Canada for our boy Tark's wedding, and
Don't get married in Canada though, right, Tark?
well, his lady's from Ottawa,
Oh, that makes sense.
so I'm flying to Ottawa.
didn't know
Now,
that.
when you fly to Ottawa, you're going to tell the Canadian government everything about you.
Well, you have to wear a mask on the plane.
Correct. You have to wear a mask on a plane. You have to show proof of vaccination. Everything.
No, you're flying to North Korea. Yeah.
There's a lot. It's very, very invasive. It's very interesting. There's mandatory information you have to tell the government, and that's new for Canada.
Well,
that's really
Trudeau is a. I mean, what are we talking about here?
Yeah.
I mean, biggest narcissist in the world.
Yeah.
His dad's Fidel Castro. Anyways, but the thing about that is Canada is a nightmare because of the dictator and that dude.
But it's all for safety, dude.
Sure.
It's all to protect the
Yeah, he just doesn't want to invade your privacy and make sure he controls everything because that's not what's going on in Canada.
Just saying.
And people are stoked about it up there.
Oh, they love it. They love it.
nightmare.
They're so happy. What's funny about the world? You go to a Rogan concert. You're out in the world.
Don't say
What's so
concert. Don't
funny?
say concert.
I mean, a Rogan show.
Yeah, don't say concert.
But what's funny is that, like, don't you see such a massive difference between what the news tells you the world's like and what the world's really like?
always been
Don't
that
you
way.
all feel that way?
Repeat the last sentence.
Like the difference
Marcus
between
Jackson.
what the news says the world is about and where the problems are and what the issues are versus.
Well, Mark
what's
sees it because he's on the
actually going
road with
around.
me, so he sees actual people. I've always said that about whatever's going on, social media. When Trump was running for president, if we're in this bubble in LA, and you're like, oh my God, there's no way Trump's gonna win. But then when you get into Texas, you get into Boise, you get into certain areas, you're like, oh, he's probably, remember, I think he's gonna win.
Try
'Cause
Montana.
You're dealing. That's what I'm saying. You're dealing with real interaction with people. So that's why my perspective on social media. It might be one thing, and if you're in that world and you're on social media all the time, you're constantly looking at it, and
Good
TikTok
luck.
and Twitter, you're like, oh my God, the world's on fire. Everyone hates each other, and Trump, there's no way Trump can win or this. But I get to see it, every other weekend when I'm on the road, real people meet hundreds and thousands of people. It's like, oh, none of that is, this is so extreme. You guys aren't living in reality, man. None of that's real.
My thing
Huge
is,
distortion.
Yes.
I want to see. I'm really waiting to see if this Mar-a-Lago raid turns out to be nothing. If this Mar-a-Lago raid turns out to not result in an indictment of the former president.
I don't think we'll find out
Well,
because it compromises the FBI.
yes,
Government.
but they have to ultimately.
Give us a reason.
There's
The
got to
public?
be. Well, also, is there an indictment here? When you do a search warrant, and especially a high profile like this, the
former president.
it's got to yield fruit.
And
If it doesn't,
go
it's
on
a
that, Bryan.
major
But go on that.
miscalculation.
It's a miscalculation because now you've lost left, right. You've lost all trust in the government, which they did during the pandemic with
Well,
Fauci.
also, no, they also
you've lost
did
all trust
with the Russia probe too.
all trust.
Russiagate.
that is so that's a little cloudy. So I don't think people are like. I think people that are in the know are like, this is ridiculous. But in general, people are like, all right, they didn't find anything there. With this now. And they have to actually vouch for it. Otherwise, if they decide to go, it's too confidential, we can't release the information. Okay, let me know how it goes for you. You're losing left and right.
That's
all
what
trust.
I mean. That's what the big
In the foundation.
And I think Merrick Garland, who's the district attorney, would have to resign because if that's what you're doing, and the FBI is going along with it, it even makes the FBI look bad, the Justice Department look bad. So it's like. This is a big fucking risk. I want to see what happens.
What's the takeaway from all this? Listen, the former president isn't safe from this. Nobody's safe. That's what's scary. They did that to say what you want about Trump. I get it. Say whatever you want. I don't give a fuck. He's the former president of the United States. Has a good chance of being the next president too. They can do that to the president.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think's going to happen to you that has no power, no voice? That's what's scary.
Yeah, that's right.
Did you guys see the part about how the other side of this is potentially that Trump was harboring documents that would be,
Classified.
Incriminating to the FBI as far as something bad about Russiagate, that he was like holding on to this as like
That would be,
potentially what they were looking
that was
for.
one of the narratives. The larger
Yeah.
issue is if he had, I think the idea was, let me get ahead of this and see what the fuck they have, right?
Right.
I don't know. But the other issue is that if he had documents that are as secretive as they were saying, because there are certain documents that the president possesses that are so secretive, so it would be like the nuclear codes and stuff. If anybody had those, you'd be in jail now.
That's a problem. But also that a lot like they had a former person who was in, I forget, maybe Bush's cabinet or Bill Clinton's, was like, and clearly not a Trump fan, because the way this works, our presidents can declassify certain documents and take them with them. And he goes, just so people know how this works, he's like, it's pretty stupid that they've been put out there. If you think when Donald Trump was leaving the White House, the Oval Office, if you think he was grabbing documents and putting them, no, he has a staff that does it, and they're not going to be like, oh, let's make sure we put this.
He's
this
not
one
reading the documents.
No, so it's a staff that put all the documents and declassified them. And also, before the president can leave, one thing that many presidents do is they declassify certain documents. Now, and they have to get approval. So he took the declassified documents, which tons of presidents have done. But they're trying to make it seem like, oh, he took ones that weren't declassified, and this is compromised.
He wasn't reading the top secret ones.
It doesn't work.
I'm going to keep these.
Yeah, it doesn't work like that. Yeah. But also, this same gentleman was like, he also doesn't have that power access.
Right.
So, and they know that. That's what's strange about all this. Like, it's not like he's hiding the nuclear
that's what I'm
codes.
saying.
And the standard which it creates, because like, okay, now you're going to have to prove that, right? If you're going after him, you would have to prove
They're not
all these things.
I don't think they have to prove it.
But wait, when you issue a search warrant,
to the
when
public.
you issue a search warrant,
Well, I mean, to indict, to move further with the
when
prosecution.
you issue a search warrant, you, especially one of this high profile, almost always you have done your homework as the feds to say this is going to result in some kind of an indictment, or we're going to justify this warrant.
Now you have to justify it to a judge, though.
Right. We have
Who's that judge, Bryan?
We have a probable. I know. We have probable cause, and we have evidence that says criminal behavior was going on. Now, the goal, in my opinion, and I think Republicans and Democrats want him off the ticket. I think Republicans want him off the ticket because he's a mob boss, and they have to kiss the ring. Every one of them. Every single one of them. And I think Republicans and Democrats would have a very strong interest in getting that guy the fuck off the ticket, get him indicted.
And they're trying everything.
And they're trying everything.
Even to this magnitude.
Yeah. But they want DeSantis. Republicans want a guy like DeSantis.
Yes. Yeah.
And so do I.
Yeah, so do I. But the problem there is what they don't realize, and a lot of people have said this, they go, Trump was kind of like in the middle. He was maybe going to throw his support for DeSantis or that dude in South Carolina or whatever. And he goes, but now that they did this, they've lit the fire.
They've released the Kraken.
Oh, I was going to be cool. Now that you've embarrassed me, well, now the only reason I'm running is because I have deep hatred and vengeance.
Yeah.
And now, not only am I going to run and win, because who's going to beat him? Who's going to beat him? Go. I'd love to hear about
Kamala Harris, dude.
Yeah, because everyone loves her.
They love
the
her.
most disliked vice president, ready, of all time. Now, hold on. So you're going to have her as your main front runner, and Pete Buttigieg, who I think is brilliant. He's not a leader. No.
America is definitely not going to vote.
Deal with the transportation public. But, so you're going to have those two take on Trump, and Trump was going to be cool. But you morons, you've riled up the fucking beast
You poke the bear?
with a comb over.
You poke
this
the
bear
bear.
has a comb over, and he's a horrible spray tan and nuts under his eyes. You fired that fucking egomaniac up, and man, did you fuck up.
Because
now he's coming.
Do you know what he lives
and
for?
his only goal is to ruin you guys.
His
not
goal-
the United States.
His favorite thing is revenge. His favorite thing.
And it's not good. As a president, it's not good because he doesn't care about all this shit. His sole purpose now for the next 4 years
Destruction.
is to ruin you guys, and he's going to open up on these FBI raids on you, and then it's this tick for tat
Yes.
game, and it's a disaster for all of us.
I agree.
Oh my God, how do you guys not oversee this?
I agree.
You guys are supposed to be brilliant. You fucking morons. You're dealing with a guy who prides himself of vengeance.
I think it's actually not to be a conspiracy theorist, I think it's a Republican/Democrat plot. I think they're all in on it. They're all like, get this fucking guy
They're all
out of here.
idiots. Because now you fired him up, man, and now he has a purpose.
He's so
Before he
mad.
was like, man, that president gig's terrible. But he's like, yeah, it's terrible. I will eat all the crow just to make sure that I come back and do the exact same thing to them. You fucking morons. Know what game you're playing, dude.
Yeah.
There's nothing that guy wants more
Yeah.
than to get back at you now.
That's right.
And it's not good for left. It's not good for the right. It's not good for any of us. He's going to come with fucking furious anger
Yeah.
and vengeance.
Yeah.
And it's
right.
going to be fun to watch, but America's going to be on fire.
It's so interesting.
The border will be closed, though. So
The what? The border will be closed.
Yeah.
The border will be closed.
Isn't it interesting, though? It's
Yeah.
like, you fucking, how do you guys not? I know this. I'm an idiot.
I know. That's what I mean.
I know this.
That, like, I don't follow politics. I'm looking at it going, I wouldn't do this. Why are you
Never
guys
to
doing
him.
this?
That, I mean,
Unless there's real criminal
don't you guys
behavior.
have political poly degrees from Harvard?
Yeah. I really want to see what's going on. I want to see what the fuck is really going on with these things. With this affidavit.
And here's my other thing. Hold on. Let me get this straight. You're gonna raid a former president's house, but you're not gonna raid Hunter Biden's house? Like, do both of them. If you're gonna do it, do both of them. So at least America's like, that makes sense. That's Hunter Biden.
You don't want a double
Wile
standard.
it
You don't
out.
want a double standard.
No.
And
But
there is.
if anything, you should have raided Hunter Biden's house first. This guy's an insane liability. We know he's in collusion with Russia and China. We know for a fact.
Yeah.
His laptop, he's throwing dick pics out and doing meth. Like, we can't have this.
Yeah.
Like, raid his
Well, I think the
house.
biggest thing was that they fucking basically said something to the effect of all those intelligence figures came out and said there's nothing to see here when it came to the Hunter Biden laptop. And that was before the election.
That's a problem.
That's a problem. But there are a lot of people that hate Trump that much, who think he's that much of a danger.
I get it.
And they're conservatives. There are a lot of conservatives who, like my own dad, don't talk to him about Trump. He can't stand the fucking guy.
Mm-hmm.
My dad's a Republican. He's basically a pro-choice Republican, but he's fucking conservative. He's a libertarian, but he'll give you 1,000 reasons why Trump is the enemy. But so anyway, blah blah blah. All right.
But man, they've made a mess.
Made a mess.
You riled up the fucking guy that all he cares about is getting back.
Yeah.
And he's gonna uncover every rock on this fucking continent
Yeah.
to make sure he gets his vengeance.
Correct.
You guys royally. If you actually hate him, you should have done the exact opposite. Feed his ego. Like, yeah, we're good. Thank you so much for all your help.
Yeah.
You kill him with kindness, and
Yeah.
you're like, all right, my work here is done.
My work here.
Bend the knee until 2024 and get somebody else in there, but you didn't do that. God, they fucked up. And it's from the side. It's fun to watch because I like chaos. Okay.
As do I.
Yeah. I don't live in
As do
Hollywood.
I.
Go ahead and protest. I'm not down there. Okay.
I get my knife and forks out. Finished editing my special last night.
Finally
That's
got
a
it
weird
done.
feeling. Yeah.
It feels good.
Doing
though,
the
right?
cover art.
It's a sigh of relief.
Yeah, it's
right?
a sigh of relief. But
And then
then
the anxiety picks up when you drop it.
yeah,
Picks back up.
I got to drop it, and I'll drop it soon. But then I also want to do. I'm already writing my next. I'm gonna release a half hour next time. I'm gonna do a half.
How
hour
long is this
special.
one?
45 minutes.
That's fine.
Yeah.
And you have clips and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And I told you I wouldn't
I'm gonna
release it
break
on
it
the
up into
weekend. I'd release it
clips.
on Thursday.
Okay.
Next Thursday.
Yeah.
I think is that September 1st?
I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd release
All
it
right.
September 1st.
All right. Because you and I will be in Austin September 3rd doing things. Don't worry about it. Hey, let's do some current events, but let's make sure. I was listening to our show. I don't know if I told you this. And we don't describe what people are seeing. I didn't like listening to it. So now we're going to describe what the fuck is on the screen. Because most people are listening to this podcast. So we apologize for that. I didn't like that section.
We tried before, but
I know. I was like, this is not fun listening right now because we're just talking. And
current
you know what we were
events.
doing? We were going, oh, neat, cool, haha.
We assume they're watching. I mean, that's
Yeah.
like King's thing.
Fuck
Yeah, it's a
that.
visual show.
So anyway, we'll describe. Chin, you describe it.
all right. This is a couple at a Oakland A's game, and they're being sought after by the police because they did a sexual act here on the very top of the bleachers, and someone filmed it. I'll show you real quick.
So what we're watching is it's an Oakland A's game, and it's a slow game, and there's nobody in the
Very
There's
slow
nobody
game.
in the
There's nobody in the
stands.
No
rafters.
one.
They're in
And-
the top
and
stand
this
in the
girl,
corner.
and there's a girl with her boyfriend. Maybe they just met, and they're both A's fans. They're big Mark McGwire fans back in the day. They're the Bash Brother fans. And what she's doing is she decided to go. She went, I want a hot dog in my mouth, and went, well, the line's so far and it looks long. I have a flesh hot dog.
Can't eat it.
And she went, you can't bite it, but you
Yeah.
can suck on it.
But you
And she
can feel what
went,
a
that
hot
sounds
dog feels like."
delicious.
Yeah.
And there's going to be no mustard on it. She's scarfing down in this video a flesh hot dog.
Does it look like her hands-
A flesh glizzy.
Does it look like her hands are behind her back there? Like she's under arrest?
No, not at all.
It looks like she's got
her
her-
hands are on that pipe, son. Okay?
I had a
She's scarfing down a glizzy, kids.
I had a girl one time.
Hopefully that helps the audible listeners.
I had a girl one time go down and do that, and she put her hands behind her back like she was under arrest.
Oh, well,
That was
that's a
interesting.
bad sign.
I was like,
That'd be a red flag where I come
I was
from.
like, your boyfriend did some stuff
Yeah.
over here. I was like, yeah. But that looks like her hands are behind her back. Maybe
Can't tell. It's so far
no,
away.
her hands are on that glizzy.
Boy, that's a UFO picture. It's so blurry. That's fucking UFO quality shit.
But also at those games, I mean, yeah, dude, there's cameras everywhere. What are you thinking?
I mean-
we know you're in and when I say they're in the $25 rock pile seats.
They sure are. But that's the
I'm
point.
in the rock pile and that boy is rock hard.
The point is, and he's just looking off.
He's enjoying the game.
He's like this. Nothing to see here. Is that a bird?
it's bottom of the fucking 6, and who gives a shit? They
gives
play
a shit?
9,000 games.
They're protesting that the A's are losing. I'm gonna suck his dick. Yeah. Anyway, congratulations.
But they got arrested?
No, they're trying to find him. I'm sure we can't even see what.
Good
they
luck
look
with that
like.
grainy video. That
Yeah.
could be any. That might be Bigfoot.
I guarantee any cop who gets that as a
They're gonna be
file,
like,
they're like,
whatever.
can you put that at the very bottom? Can you put that in my drawer that I'm never
Oh
gonna
yeah, because
open?
we don't have real murders to
Fucking-
solve.
Hey, were you blowing this guy?
Yeah,
Fuck off.
let us take all our resources in Oakland, California, who doesn't have enough issues.
Oh, my God.
And figure out who this guy's getting his dick sucked at the A's game.
Correct. All right, so Anthony Fauci, he will be leaving his position this December.
Somebody said something interesting about
So we're
Fauci.
looking at a picture of Fauci here.
Yeah.
And he's 90 years old.
Yes, and he is now retiring. Somebody said
He
something
says he's
about
going to
Fauci.
do something else.
Somebody said something interesting. They said
a
Fauci
movie.
for 50 years, because of the positions he was in, has had people kissing his ass for money, coming up to him and kissing his ass for money, for literally 40 years, at least 30. I mean, in
To
a
get
real
funding
way.
into. Oh,
Yeah.
look at him
out.
there.
Yeah, when he was younger.
handsome devil.
Yeah, he was a runner. He never stopped. He runs every day. And they said,
With a mask on.
tiny little guy who runs. And,
With a mask on.
Yes. And they said, it's hard for it not to go to your head when people are coming in, kissing your ring and begging for money and you're in the power to do it. So that was an interesting idea. I was
So
like,
what's the point there?
the point is that if he seems a little arrogant, it might be the job. I never got arrogance. I got a guy who was overly cautious and believed in what he was doing. I don't agree. I think it was overkill, but he seemed very overly cautious. A lot of people thought he was like this, that,
He's
the
a little
other.
arrogant. When you refer to yourself in
Yeah.
the third person, pretty arrogant.
Oh, I never saw him do
Oh,
that.
yeah. He's like, listen, Anthony Fauci.
Yeah,
You're like, oh.
I do think he's arrogant. I do think that
Made a ton of mistakes.
The power went to his head.
And unfortunately, he's had this historic career. Unfortunately, I think now he's more known for mistakes than anything. But maybe that's just the algorithm I'm getting on my news feed.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? Who the fuck knows?
Now that guy's gonna have to have security for the rest of his life. Yeah,
Yeah.
tough gig.
What is this?
All right, so this is a girl went missing about 2 weeks ago, and it was at a campsite in Tahoe somewhere. So the police tried for 2 weeks trying to find this girl, any kind of like,
In the water though.
yeah, in the water,
Lake Tahoe.
everywhere. They had sonar, all that stuff. So they weren't able to find it. But then this YouTubing
Two
partner-
YouTubers.
Thank you very much.
Yes, two YouTubers.
Same YouTube channel. They're professional divers. They did it within 48 hours. They found her.
They found her.
Yeah.
Man. What happened? Did she go
They
for a
still don't
swim?
know exactly, but it seems like she made the wrong turn, went into a ramp, and went into the water and flipped.
Oh man.
Yeah, she was I think 16 years old.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
Those YouTubers though, the actual like officials are probably pretty embarrassed. Two
They are.
YouTubers were like, found her.
That's why they're
how'd they do it?
They're
Because
actual
they
scuba
you know what they've
divers.
done with video and stuff, that where they can look at exactly where you are.
Yeah.
They all talk to each other and they figure out the coordinates, where the sun is, all that. Have you seen that? There was another thing where they did the same thing.
But for this one, they did because like boats have sonars. They said they had the same type of equipment the police had, but they knew how to manipulate the system to where they could find it better.
They also probably know that lake. You know,
they're professional divers. Yeah,
it's what they specialize in.
yeah.
But you
They found like a bunch of people
have
too.
Some shit on that. Oh, they found more than one.
Yeah, they're known for finding and solving cases like 20 years old.
My boy, AG, who owns Toehold, my partner.
How many people own Toho?
Just me, Andy Stump, and
I feel like every
AG,
time you mention somebody, they have ownership.
No, he's the founder.
Oh, gotcha.
And he's a professional diver. He's a serious diver. And he was diving in Lake Mead, you know, that where all those bodies were washing up, like the mafia bodies, like they were in drums. And he was diving, and they saw a brand new Tahoe, like a brand new Tahoe, with the papers in it and everything.
Oh, wow.
And he was like, either somebody was killed or they fucking put it in there as an insurance scam.
Sure.
And then they pulled it up. I think they pulled it out and it was brand new.
Which is a beast to do.
And it ended up being like, it literally ended up being not a mystery. It ended up being like, apparently it rolled into the water and fell off a cliff or something because they didn't put it in.
Yeah.
But it's brand new fucking Tahoe that nobody reported. They were like, oops, nothing to see here.
Well, insurance.
Yeah. No, what they think
Please lie and tell
is that the person. No.
Tell me someone was murdered.
No, what they think was that at first they thought it was a murder.
Yeah.
But then what they think happened was the campers had their truck there. The truck rolled without them knowing, and they thought it got stolen.
Yeah.
And instead it
Oh,
rolled off the
water.
fucking cliff and went into the water or some shit. So I'll get their whole story. Maybe I'm making all that up. But the point is that they saw that.
Okay, this is a crazy
Make
video.
sure you get the details and then don't call me, please.
Yeah, I know. It's just
The random-
it's just an.
I thought you were gonna say in Jimmy Hoffa.
Although so they hire him to go find bodies.
Yeah.
He's pulled out a lot
Where
of
the
bodies.
fuck was he on this one?
Yeah, I know. And that's why I was thinking about it. But they've hired him. That's one of the things you do.
What else you got, Jen?
All right, this is in Ithaca, New York. This woman was outside on her cell phone, and then this crazy fox with rabies attacked her.
Ooh.
I don't think there's audio.
Oh,
but
so
see-
rabies make these actually make.
Yeah, they make them crazy. So you see this here?
I mean,
Foxes-
she's older, but I feel like I could pick him up and.
This is
fucking
the
slam
last
on
thing
his
you
fucking head.
expect.
Yeah.
This is the last
Just
thing you
brazen,
fucking expect.
bites her in the leg. So she kicks it away. He keeps coming back. And now it's on her hand too.
Oh,
And it keeps coming back. She kicks it.
she's having a good fight. She's
The
getting that
last
thing in the fucking
The
face.
last thing you think. What if
that
it was a
fox
coyote?
still going.
Coyote would kill you.
Oh, I think it was the fucking wolf.
Oh my god.
And it grabs her hand again. This is
Oh,
so
dude.
nasty here.
He's fucking her.
They can do whatever they want with
Yeah.
their mouth.
Dude, just spike him on the fucking
That's a neighbor coming out to help.
neighbors.
It's so crazy how
the
this thing
neighbors
just
in
kept
very
going
good
after
shape for the viewer, for the audible. Listen, the listeners, the neighbors in insane shape. Okay,
Insane
comes out
shape.
there.
An Adonis.
No. So a fox just keeps attacking this woman.
Yeah.
And she's kicking it. She's
Hey,
an older
and then,
woman.
now we're looking at a picture of her hand.
And now we're looking at a picture of her
Hey.
hand.
Oh yeah.
Not bad.
No, but that's
It looked
that's
a lot worse, didn't it?
No,
the video
that-
looked a lot
Yeah.
worse.
Hey, not bad.
I thought it was going to be like completely gone.
Hey, for the audio listeners, few scratches.
Yeah, but you know what? That hurts like a motherfucker. The fox comes up, bites you, and holds onto your calf. Bites you again on the calf.
Just a
then
few
bites
deep
your hand and
punctures.
holds onto your hand.
It just keeps
What you
coming
want to
back.
do is hold it down with your hand down and kneel on it and squash its fucking head. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah, we are. You got to kneel on his neck.
Fox, look. You motherfucker, don't pull away. Just go here, knee.
No. This is what I would do. No. Yep. Ground and pound, right? All that effort, and you're small and frail.
Yeah.
You're like Fauci, right?
I'm not
yep.
Fauci.
Yep. I'm not Fauci. So I'm Ted Cruz, right? So I would take this. He's
Ted Cruz?
I'm Ted. He's big. He's big and brilliant.
Yeah.
So I would my hands like this. I'm like, oh my god, this is terrible.
That's
And
a fox, that's a fox.
This is the fox. Boom. Okay.
But Bubba, he's
I kill
he's
him.
holding on to
Don't
your
care.
fucking
That would
hand.
kill him.
I don't know because
Yep.
he's holding on to your hand, Bubba.
And then what I do? Okay, still
he
on
rips
there.
your hand.
After I don't give a fuck.
He ain't letting go.
A few scratches that
No,
old.
you
lady.
lose a lot of
So
flesh.
he's like this, right?
Yeah.
I grab him by the tail and then I just slowly stretch him out.
Really?
Yep. Until I rip his fucking tail off.
But he's holding on to your hand.
Don't care, dude. You're too fixed on that.
hurts.
No, it's not a crocodile. It's a stupid fox. You know what a fox is?
What?
It's a cat, basically.
It's a
It's a
cat.
cat dog.
Hold on.
It's cat dog. It's cat dog.
Cat
and
dog.
they're stupid.
Yeah.
You ever
Hold
been bit by a cat?
Hold on.
Yeah.
It does nothing.
Yeah.
They're stupid.
Did we lose
A house cat, they're stupid. They bite you
on.
like, what are you doing? Dude?
There's a whole Netflix show on cats. Guess who didn't watch it? This guy.
Well, have you seen the documentary Don't Fuck with Cats?
Yes. That's very different.
That is so dark.
So dark, I can't take it.
It's so good though. What were we gonna say, Mark?
Psycho.
Oh no, I was just saying, don't talk shit about cats.
Oh,
Like mock outrage.
man, rabies. So rabies makes these boys wild.
Yeah.
Rabies
trying to
makes,
kill-
rabies makes these
This
boys
is
wild.
this video. I think we saw it before, but this is a bobcat that also had rabies.
God, now Bobcat, we got problems.
Now we got
With
problems,
those claws.
They say rabies is the bath salts of the animal world.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Where's the? Oh, it's North
If you have
Carolina.
rabies, check it out. If you have rabies, you will fucking basically
You don't know.
go crazy near water. It makes you afraid of water. Isn't that weird?
Who says that?
Interesting.
That's a fact. It's called you have water phobia, and you will freak out.
See the Bob. This Bob. Bobcat's a problem. I would be screaming like this.
He just remember this one. That's what he did. Your technique, Brennan. Kind of.
No, he
he
shot
tossed
put it. You gotta slam it.
He's got a gun there too.
Oh, shoot that fucker!
It's gonna be tough to shoot him though, unless you hold him and shoot him right in the stomach. Gook, gook, gook. Hey, look, neck. Boop, boop,
Did
boop,
I
boop,
show you
boop.
the video of my buddy fighting a raccoon in his own house and he shoots it? Did I show you that?
Was it a rabid raccoon?
The raccoon was in his house, his dog's going crazy, and my buddy's fighting it. He finally shoots it right in his own living room. Did you see that?
No.
Oh,
No,
dude.
See that's the content I'm in for. So your buddy diving into the lake and finding a new Chevy, not fun, right? Your buddy grabbing a raccoon, shooting him, fun.
Yeah,
right?
that's true. That was boring, wasn't it? I apologize.
Horrible.
Hold on.
Oh, let me see Dave Portnoy and fucking Jason Whitlock. They go at it.
Oh, fuck.
I feel like they're on the same team. Depending on what it is. So right now we're looking at a tweet. It says Dave
Yeah.
Portnoy, El Presidente is a fraud. Oh, so this is Jason Whitlock saying this. This is Jason Whitlock's tweet.
Correct.
He put Dave Portnoy, El Presidente is a fraud. He has no redeeming qualities other than his wealth. Remove his money, he wouldn't have a friend in this world. If we weren't living in an era completely hostile to masculinity, Portnoy would be broke in Boston delivering pizza. Okay, and then what's Dave saying? And why did he go after it?
Portnoy, El Presidente, is a fraud.
Also, that's just basically what he said.
So but also Whitlock is kind of like he likes the drama. That's what they do. So then Dave Portnoy just put
Funny
you're
because
fat.
he
That's a 10-8 round for Portnoy. That's a 10-8 round.
It is.
But I like how he doesn't use any specifics.
It
He
took
goes
all
like,
the wind out of my fucking. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of dumb responses, but this might be the dumbest. You think I'm chasing the approval of knockoff Portnoy? You ain't that stupid, are you? My actions speak pretty loud.
You're a lot of dumb son, but this
Still
might be
chasing
the
the approval
dumb.
of Clay Travis, huh? You're a far bigger sellout than Portnoy, a guy who built a toxic frat boy culture of sexual harassment at Barstool.
Wait, hold on.
You're an incredible
hold on.
disappointment, and your formerly incredible talent has just been completely wasted. It's sad. Huh.
Hold on. So, but he goes, you're looking. He goes, you're looking for approval of Clay Travis, and he goes, you think I'm chasing approval of a knockoff of Portnoy? I didn't know Jason. So Jason Whitlock, and just for listeners, Jason Whitlock and Clay Travis used to be partners. They used to have a show together.
I like Clay Travis a lot,
Love
and I know
Clay Travis,
I know
my boy.
Jason Whitlock. I've met him a couple times, and he seems like a great guy.
He's a smart guy. I mean, some of his takes are terrible.
I like
but
him though. I like his.
I don't know him. I only say I like him.
Why,
but some of his
why
takes
did he
are
go
good.
bad on Portnoy? Why?
I don't know, but it's weird he went bad on Clay Travis there too. He goes a knockoff of Portnoy. You think I'm trying to get that approval? It's like, oh wow, there's issues with Clay
Wait, let
Travis.
me go back to that. Let me see what he actually meant. Still chasing the approval of. Oh no, because Jimmy Lemke said this. He said,
no.
Jimmy Lemke tweeted to Jason Whitlock, still chasing the approval of Clay Travis, eh? You're a far bigger sellout than Portnoy, a guy who built a toxic frat boy culture of sexual harassment at Barstool. You're an incredible disappointment, and your formerly incredible talent has just been completely wasted.
Now he goes, I'm getting a lot of dumb responses. You think I'm chasing approval of a knockoff of Portnoy?
Whoa,
Of a knockoff of Portnoy, meaning Clay
Dang.
Travis. Yeah.
that's weird.
So it's a little shady.
I don't get that. I don't get this.
They used to have a business on that Outkick coverage, and he used to be on there all the time. Apparently, he's on his own now.
But I don't get this as men. I don't get when men do this to each other. I don't get it.
Bitch shit. Yeah,
don't get
like
it.
Clout chasing,
I don't
and
like it.
starting dramas.
Yeah, I don't get it. You're
Well,
too old.
if
Everybody's
if I'm
too
Clay
old.
Travis, I'm sorry, if I'm Jason Whitlock, he's never been mentioned on this show, so you go after Portnoy, you go after Clay Travis, it's going to get headlines. People that do that, like that whole dramatic thing and beef thing, create drama, they don't have any other talent. Like they've run out of ways to get ratings, and so it's a way to make sure you're getting likes and clicks. And
Damn.
I can't entertain it.
I don't like it.
To be honest, sometimes I'm like, I wish I was more like that. I can't do it.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to me.
Who is Jason Whitlock?
He's a
Good question.
he was a he was like
He was on Fox for a long time. He was on Fox
Yeah.
Sports. He knows sports really well. He's you'll see him on Fox.
he's
every
kind
now
of a
and then.
conservative, for lack of a better
no,
word.
no,
you know?
but not kind of.
Yeah.
He'll tell you he's conservative.
Yeah.
He's very smart when it comes to sports and like.
And
he usually has some
commentary,
good takes
social
on like
commentary.
LeBron and Kevin Durant, stuff like that. He was a source for on Outkick. He was he's good on there. I don't know what's going on.
Won a National Journalism Award.
Let me see. In June, Jason Whitlock officially partnered alongside Clay Travis at Outkick. And then, just a year later, he announced Whitlock's departure. Whitlock's immediate response was tweet, "Do not believe anything written or said about me unless I say it. All else is fake news." A month later, he gave an interview to Front Office Sports, which said, it was a bad business deal, a byproduct of my failure to properly vet my business partners. Wow, so yeah, he had an issue. I don't know.
When you see guys coming after Portnoy like that, and there's not really any specific accusation, it's just like, what you've done is bad.
See, my thing about that is there are so many other people to go bad on other than Dave Portnoy.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, but you're not going to get clicks.
Yeah.
You're not going to get featured on podcasts.
Because it's like name
what do you not
name
like?
a masculine thing that is not actually masculine
Right.
that he's presenting.
like what he does pizza reviews, and he started Barstool Sports, which provides a lot of entertainment.
Yeah. Like
So
pick
what is it
pick
that
one
you
statement.
don't like?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, he's a frat boy. Okay, smart
Okay.
frat
Cool,
boy.
yeah.
You know how many frat boys are in this world?
He's going to be worth about $800 million.
Yeah, and he put that all together. And why are you upset?
Yeah.
He
It's an easy
created a
dismissal. It's
service
like
people
Meathead.
wanted to buy.
You know.
He created a
Well,
community.
and there's the only reason why Whitlock has Portnoy's name in his mouth because Portnoy's successful. You're not going after someone who's not successful. No, Portnoy didn't go after him.
Yeah, but also let's just say this: Barstool Sports didn't become popular because it's chauvinistic, and it became popular because it's funny, because dudes were able to laugh about shit on it, and a lot of the stuff was legitimately funny. You know what I'm saying? So
And also, it had those girls on there. I mean, like,
Of course,
you can't be like,
hot-
chauvinistic,
hot
but
girls.
also like entertaining girls too. He's just going
beautiful
what's
women
entertaining?
and comedy. Okay.
Sue me. Yeah.
Yeah. Some of it might have been chauvinistic. Some of it might have been misogynistic.
You know, you don't
All right,
have
so's
to
comedy.
watch it, right?
Right.
You know, it's not like on mainstream TV.
But also some of those, like the girls doing it. It's like, yeah, it's edgy girl stuff too. They're talking about blown dudes.
Do you know
Who
how many
cares?
comedians, how many female comedians talk about their vagina and fucking dudes?
Yeah. Right.
I mean,
But also,
so toxic.
Portnoy also launched Call Her Daddy, which is literally the biggest female show in the world.
thank you.
That was all his doing.
Thank you.
Yeah, it undermines the argument, that it's like chauvinistic or something. It just
Yeah,
sounds
it
like
doesn't make sense.
I mean, there's just
Listen,
there are other
there's
people
reason
that
they're coming
have-
after him. He's very successful. You're not coming after a guy who's not doing
Yeah,
anything.
he's just fine. That's so funny. You're fat. Oh God.
This
is a great commercial.
I haven't seen it.
So this is a commercial in Russian. Okay.
In Russia?
Guys in bed with a girl.
Is there audio in this or no?
Guy's in bed with a girl. Doesn't matter. I'll explain. He's in bed with a girl. She's like, she's watching him get rest. It's in the morning time. He's going to leave. He's putting his shirt on. She goes, "What's your name anyway?" And he just looks at her. He doesn't answer. He goes, "Would you like to stay for breakfast?" And he still doesn't say anything. All of a sudden, he gets into a wheelchair. You see him in a wheelchair. He just finished having sex. Now there's a guy at the door. It's her husband. He's standing there with his bags. He drops his bag. This little guy looks at him in the wheelchair, pats the husband on their arm, and then you see the husband, you see the girl kind of shrug her shoulders. She just got caught cheating. And this guy goes, "What if I took your place in the wheelchair?" He looks at the camera and basically says, "Do not park in a disabled spot."
Oh,
What if I took your place?
Yeah.
He said he was having sex and he goes, "Don't park in disabled and handicapped spots."
And we're like, never thought about
that's a
that.
that's a Russian ad. Pretty funny.
That is funny.
all right. Marcus?
My
Sentenced to life. Abusing his stepson? Jesus Christ.
Florida man who was nabbed for horrifically abusing his stepson, thanks to a fast-acting waitress, has been sentenced to life in prison. Timothy Lee Wilson was found guilty of false imprisonment, aggravated child abuse, and child neglect in June when a server at a Mrs. Potato restaurant in Orlando noticed that he didn't order the boy food on New Year's Day, and that child was covered with scratches.
Jesus
so Carvalho
Christ.
quickly wrote a note reading, "Do you need help? and flashed it to the then 11-year-old victim while standing behind his oblivious parents. We see the note there. Do you need help? With an okay. And we see the picture of the guy who did it. Man, I would have been suspicious just based on his
Watch what
appearance.
happens to him in jail, you fucking piece of shit. I got an 11-year-old. I'd fucking cut that guy's head off.
The boy nodded at the police. Jesus Christ.
That poor boy.
I'm super concerned and I don't know what to do. Can you give me some advice? Carvalho asked a dispatcher. An investigator investigation found that the child had been subjected to torture and neglect by Wilson and his mother. It's always great when people take action. You hear a lot of stories like this.
Hey, scumbag, that's your
These
child.
pieces of shit, man. God, that poor kid, man.
That's the waitress?
Shout out to that fucking waitress.
God bless that waitress.
Otherwise, that kid is living a life of fucking hell, man.
Flaviana Carvalho.
Wow.
If you want to
what
look
a
her up.
goddamn superhero.
God damn it.
Jesus Christ. Give us a
Hey, man,
chin.
my boy is Stallone. He files.
And he had her face on his arm, and he got the dog from Rocky tattooed over it.
Damn, he loved her, man.
Brutal.
He loved her. 25 years.
Former model, 54.
She's a great woman, man.
The gorgeous
family,
daughters, yeah.
That family, I love their daughters. That family is such a great family.
25-year marriage.
Fuck.
She filed. She's 54. She looks incredible.
She looks amazing.
Keeps going down, Chin?
Yeah.
She's also a class act. Grew up on a farm.
Keep scrolling down, Chin, so we can see the tattoo.
Oh, the tattoo.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, you got to cover it up.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, it's tough at his age. Oh, look at these youngsters. God, he looked straight from Tango and Cash in that.
Yeah. Fuck, man. That bums me out.
I'm all right.
Yeah, he just used to
Wait,
talk
did you
about
guys
her.
see that his daughters are doing a podcast in the old
They doing Fire Kid, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They are?
How do you guys not know
I didn't
this?
know that. How
For
would I know that?
years. Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
his daughters.
Yeah, since
That's
they do our exact studio. They're like, "Do you want to take it down?" I'm like, "No, who's coming in?" They're like, "Stone Sisters." I'm like, "Let them have all of it." I didn't take any. I left everything.
Let's go to happier ones here.
Okay.
I don't know which one. This one?
Olivia, well, I guess Jason Sudeikis served her papers while
she was on stage.
She was on stage, and so this is just her commentary on it. That it was, calculated and vindictive and petty, and it was very upsetting to her. But ultimately, that impacted everyone around her, and she can deal with that. But why do you got to bring everyone else into it, right?
I agree with that, man.
Kids
That's
are 8
weird.
and 5. Yeah, it's tough.
Wow.
Did you guys see her movie?
Which one?
I believe it's called Booksmart.
No.
Oh yeah, with the 2 kids.
Yeah,
I tried to watch on the plane. Not for me.
really.
Too
I
old.
really enjoyed
I'm
it.
too old.
So here's a little, I know we love sharks on this show. So this scuba diver gives it
Wow,
a tutorial
that's a
on
tiger
how
shark. That's
to
right.
prevent a shark attack when a shark's coming towards you.
What you'd actually want to do is not splash, turn around, face the animal, and maintain eye contact.
You want to act like a predator,
Tiger
she
sharks,
says.
you can place your hand on the top of their head, push down gently, and that will redirect them away from you.
I'm not buying this at all.
So in the video, you see her stop, turn around, and the shark does stop swimming towards her because I guess it's, it tricks the shark into thinking, oh, this is some sort of confrontation. I'm not a prey that's running away from me. But she puts her hand right on the shark's nose and can kind of push it in a different direction. Now, are we
This
willing to
works
try
for
that?
great whites too, or
You would assume.
It does not work with great whites, and there's a video of a guy trying to put a great white in tonic, and it didn't work out.
What happened,
When I was in Bora Bora, there was a whole thing where they were talking about how I'm in Bora Bora, and they say, "Oh, there are black tip sharks." Problem was that a tiger shark, a huge tiger shark, found its way in to the bay
to eat the black tips.
and it was literally right out. I didn't see it, but it was right outside our hotel.
That's a problem.
Yeah, right outside.
Are black tips harmless?
And the reason I know that is I talked to the guy who was on the jet ski, and he was driving around, and I was like, "Why is he driving around? What the fuck is going on?" And I didn't, but somebody who we were there with said, "Oh, I talked to the guy because it made no sense."
He's trying to scare the
No,
tiger away?
they patrol that area to make
wow.
sure when the tiger shark is there.
Ruin that. Yeah. It ruined
So they
them.
keep it real hush hush.
Oh, dude.
Real hush hush.
A tiger shark is a problem.
Then I talked to the oceanographer there, and they were like, "Yeah, it's very rare, and also they're not going to bite you around here." So
That's not true, though. Yeah. No, they're just trying
Until
to make it
they
feel
do.
safe. Well, no, that's
Until
not true
they
at
do.
all.
So right there, right in there, right among those huts, there was a giant.
Pretty
tiger.
easy to see, too, huh?
Oh, you see them. You see everything. Yeah. You see everything
I love it. Don't worry about it, man. Okay.
right there, and we were all swimming. You swim right off your hotel.
Is there bathrooms in there, Brian?
Yeah.
Yeah, you shit in the water.
Oh no, those,
goes in the
those-
water?
Oh, those
Those things,
cabins
yeah.
are first class. Look inside of them. They're as nice as any suite you'll ever be in. Any suite.
Interesting.
They're sick. No, that's the Four Seasons. That's the
And,
best hotel.
and there's
you'll ever see.
there's bathrooms.
You
in
have
those
tubs,
huts.
jacuzzis in there. It's fucking
Oh, wow.
the best, most comfortable king size beds. I mean, it's unbelievable. Couch, kitchen, everything.
Whoa.
Yeah. Don't let the thatch
Doesn't
roof
look as
surprise
big.
you. Don't let that surprise you. There's gorgeous. That place is unbelievable.
All right, Marcus.
The last one I had here, it shows it's one of these cases where you go protect yourself at all times. This guy's in the box room, and it's called the sucker punch, but they're saying he touched gloves as a distraction to then hit the guy. But technically, they're in the fight. The referee had okayed them to go back, and then there's some
Let me
other
see,
examples
Jen.
of other kinds of sucker punches. So he just been knocked down. They touch gloves. He immediately hits him, and he just falls straight back.
It's poor sportsmanship. I mean, it's definitely not acceptable in MMA or boxing. Boom, boom. Yeah, he knew what he's doing.
Yeah.
That's a sucker punch.
And they're saying, in comparison, remember when Floyd Mayweather did a version of that to
Vargas.
Vargas.
they're saying Floyd didn't initiate the glove touch. The other guy did.
Yeah,
So he's
yeah.
like, all right, if you want to do that, I'm gonna
Yeah,
hit you.
Yeah.
This guy
it's a
initiated
fight.
the glove touch.
No, yeah, that's not cool. I'm sure they're not going to do anything.
He doesn't
It's
get
tough.
fined for that or anything.
I don't think so. What are you going to do? It's the clock was running. What are you going to do? I mean,
Yeah.
that guy's a piece of shit.
Man, that
But fuck,
He's
man,
like, I just want to
shows
move
you how
on.
quickly
you know?
those motherfuckers knock you out too. A boxer like that. With that
Right.
hook.
Well, yeah, it's a wide open shot.
Victor Ortiz was the guy.
Yeah, Victor
Ortiz,
Ortiz.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, man. But damn, that's dangerous too, huh? Fuck.
Yeah,
Felt
it's
like that.
boxing.
Yeah. What a dick.
Yeah, I mean, that's never okay. Fuck, dude. Well, there's gonna be no sucker punches in Appleton, Wisconsin. Friday, I will be doing 2 sets at the Laugh Factory in Chicago. Get your tickets now. That bitch will sell out. So you have one show at 7:30, one show at 9:30, and then there's other comics on the lineup, but I'm just closing the shows out with 30 minutes of stand up. So that's one show at 7:30, one show at 9:30 at the Laugh Factory in Chicago. Go to Laugh Factory Chicago for tickets. Tough Mudder is this Saturday, August 27th. Tough Mudder, 11 a.m. heat. The Thick Mudder, use code Team Brendan for 10% off all things. LA, Hollywood, Schaub and Friends is August 31st. That's a Wednesday. I think it's an 8 o'clock show. Hollywood Improv, Schaub and Friends, special guest. And then back on the real tour, Appleton, Wisconsin, September 8th through the 10th. Ontario, California, Ontario Improv, September 15th, 17th. I end September in Boston, Laugh Boston, September 29th through October 1st. Thicccboy merch drops Friday at 9 a.m. Authentic NBA style Thicccboy jersey, Thicccboy shorts, and we have these dope Thicccboy hats dropping as well. That's at 9 a.m. at thickboy.com. Get you some, man. Where you going to be, B?
Listen, buddy, I'll be in Raleigh, North Carolina. Good night, September 8th, 9th, and 10th. Then I'll be in San Jose, California, Improv, September 15, 16, 17. Spokane, Washington, Spokane Comedy Club, September 22, 24. Best of, dropping the Austin episode tomorrow. Look for Best of. I'm excited. And I'll be dropping my podcast, The Bryan Callen Show, very soon. I even sang the intro music to it.
Nice.
So get ready for that shit, kids. All right, we'll see you soon.
All right, kids. Love you. It's fine, kid. We're out.